third-party House Leader.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. For the past year, I've been doing this work as an MLA, and I've also been doing graduate studies in leadership at Royal Roads University. I wrote a paper recently focused on power and our relationship as MLAs to power. Think of all the ways that you intersect with power. It was a profound experience for me to think on this, and the ceremonial mace was a central feature of the work that I did. How many of us have thought about the mace, the type of power that's symbolized in that mace? Each day it arrives carried by our Sergeant at Arms, leading a procession of the Speaker and clerks. Ever wondered why? The mace, also known as a bludgeon, is a modified club, often reinforced with stone, bone, bronze, or iron. It's from the Dark Ages, and our silver one here was made in the 1950s. There's no law or decree that started the Speaker's procession or giving the ceremonial mace its power. The power comes from what happens when you get bludgeoned by a mace. In the 14th to 15th century, mayors of British towns had Sergeant at Arms who carried a mace, and for protection for arrests. It was also the sergeant's standard weapon of choice at the time. In 1414, Henry V appointed Nicholas Mott the Sergeant at Arms for Westminster, and like the mayors he had seen around, he brought him with him his mace. Interesting, the Speaker at the time was simply just the mouthpiece of the Commons. I'm sorry, Mr. Speaker. But when the Speaker got the protection of the Sergeant and the mace, its power in the mace transferred to the Speaker. And century later, this Speaker's precinct, what the Speaker says goes. Power moves in mysterious ways, and the power represented in the mace is a brutish, thuggish, primitive sort of power, Mr. Speaker. And is that the expression of power that we want our democracy represented by?